because of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, I think that we're all missing a lot of things, whether it's our favorite restaurant or our movies, or leaving our house without fear of catching a deadly virus. There's just a lot of stuff in the world that we wish that we could have back. And I was thinking about, like, what do I miss the most? And I'm not going to say Diet Coke, even though it's high on the list. What I really miss the most is the faith that I used to have that I could persevere. And I think of my father. Let me tell you about my dad. My dad is he's a man's man. This is the universal man's man. He drove a semi truck, an 18 wheeler, and he's a tough guy. He's short, but he's tough. And then one day he went to the hospital. He was sick, and he was admitted to the hospital, and they put him in the gown, and he was in the hospital bed, and he looked small, and he had an IV, and he was yelling at everybody, and he thought the nurses were being mean to him, and the doctor was out to get him, and nobody was paying attention. He was pounding the nurse's button, and I'm not certain if he threatened to sue, but I'm telling you, it would fit right in. And I thought, why? Why is my reasonable and kind father acting this way? It was fear. He was afraid, and he didn't know how to manage these emotions. So anger popped out. And I look around, and this is what I see happening all over the country. People are scared. People don't know what to do. They don't know who to trust. They don't know who to believe. They don't know who to follow. They don't know. And it comes out as hostility and anger. What I really miss the most is patience and compassion and kindness and the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying that we had this in plentiful supply before the pandemic, but now it seems like we have none of it. There's so much distrust, and it's fear. We don't know how to manage fear as an individual, and we certainly don't know how to manage fear as a society. I think back to my dad, and the thing that helped was, my mom and his family. We would tell him nobody's out to get you. We would run interference for him. We would sit with him. We would distract him. We would tell him jokes, and we would reassure him that it was going to be okay. And as afraid as my dad was, he has faith in us. He trusts us. He believes us. I don't know who that is for America right now, but it needs to be somebody. Somebody needs to understand that for the mental health of all of America, we need to believe and know that we can get through to the next step, because this is what managing our mental health is. This is what people with anxiety go through on a daily basis. We get scared, we get angry, we lash out. People help us calm down. Cooler heads prevail. We need to get to step 5 as a country. If you are doing well, reach out to the people who aren't. Talk them through it. Walk them through it. Social distancing it's a really bad name. It should have been physical distancing. We need to practice physical distancing. Use the phone, use email, talk to people. Reach out if you're one of the panicked people. We've been trying to teach my dad for years that when you're scared, instead of yelling, just say, "Hey, I'm scared." It's a lesson that hasn't taken yet, but we still have hope. And if you know your loved one is scared, just cut them a break. I hope that America learns from this. I hope that we understand how important it is to manage our mental health and to manage our emotions, and that we cut people a break moving forward. But that's a future problem. Right now, when you see somebody panic in public, don't hate on them. Understand that they're afraid. And if you have the wherewithal to help. Ask them what's wrong from a 6-foot distance. Please be kind to one another. My name is Gabe Howard. I'm a certified peer specialist in the state of Ohio, and I am the author of the book Mental Illness is an Asshole, which you can grab on gabehoward.com. I'll even sign it for you. I'll even throw in free stickers. I mean, check that out. Isn't that awesome? Look, this one too. This was brought to you by a grant from NAMI Tennessee. That's the National Alliance on Mental Illness Tennessee. We will see you next time.